Hello everyone, this is Al Kabir, the analyst, and today I want to talk to Deshaun Jackson and Donovan McNabb and why Donovan McNabb jealousy robbed the Philadelphia Eagles of multiple rings. This is Al Kabir, the analyst. Look, I'm going to let Deshaun Jackson talk. I'm going to talk here and there. Of course, this is fair use. I'm going to go ahead and talk through the video. We're going to go ahead and react to this video because this is very important on why sometimes the intangibles can beat the tangibles. But let's get into this clip of Deshaun Jackson where he tell an untold story about Donovan McNabb. Let's get into this clip.
The story, like Donovan, we cool, no beef, none of that. I'm not trying to clickbait on him and T.O. guy, but
Yeah,
I remember.
but can you relate to T.O.?
Yeah, he can.
I don't want to talk about that. I'm telling about a situation that I got.
Yeah,
I don't speak for no other man with another man's situation. Whatever their issue is, they issues. My problem was, so Michael Vick was there. This the year when Michael Vick came in and he was about to replace him.
Doing Wildcat stuff. He's only doing Wildcat stuff.
But the year after that is when they trade him to Washington. So that year, that's when I made it for Pro Bowl. The first player in NFL history to make Pro Bowl for two positions.
Watch this.
Two positions. First player in NFL history to make Pro Bowl for two positions.
Okay, Jack.
You get what I'm saying? So when the ballots came out,
He just threw that in there.
Teammates, listen to this story though.
when the ballots came out and they found out that I was the first player in NFL history to get elected to start in the Pro Bowl for two positions, my starting quarterback tells Michael Vick, like damn, I don't think he should have. I don't think he should have got that. He shouldn't have deserved that.
That's wrong. That's wrong. Your starting quarterback doesn't tell the backup quarterback that he believes his star wide receiver should have that role. Deshaun Jackson was a beast on special teams. He was a beast as a receiver. He changed the game. That's why we have an Antonio Brown. That's why we have Tyreek Hill. That's why you see these smaller guys are able to succeed in the NFL. Deshaun Jackson started that. And it's wrong, man. See, the problem with Donovan McNabb, he always wanted the spotlight. He always did. And I don't want to go too deep on Donovan McNabb or go too hard on him because he's the reason why I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. He plays a huge role why I like the Philadelphia Eagles. But this is just totally wrong. This is wrong, man. You don't do your star wide receiver that way. You just don't. I talked about Jalen Hurts yesterday. Well, y'all seen it this morning. But how Jalen Hurts intangibles, if he could get it right on the field, it can lead us to wins and possibly a Super Bowl. But Donovan McNabb was so talented. It takes talent to go to the NFC Championship game, three straight times? Got to a Super Bowl, lost, but it is what it is. But it takes talent. And he was talented. But his attitude, his jealousy of other stars really hurted the Philadelphia Eagles. But I'm going to play the rest of this clip.
Like you telling another quarterback that your receiver
As a receiver,
you go to that he didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
But that was crazy, bro.
Did you ever?
I ain't never said nothing to him about it.
And you bought the tickets for the party.
What? Huh?
And then you bought the tickets for his party.
Yeah, you
You
feel
need
me?
two. Yeah, that's gonna cost you $25. All-white party.
Who had an all-white party?
Dang, Donovan. Look, I work in finance as my regular career, so I get it, saving money, this and that. But come on, you going to charge your star receiver $25 to get in the party? Come on, Donovan. Back to the video.
See, he was one of the most cheapest, richest you could know. He made me pay for everything. I remember Hank Baskett, another little story. Hank Baskett, we had the all-white party. You remember Hank Baskett? We had the all-white party. I'm a rookie. You know how you got the little hey? He's like, yeah, we at the party. We about to go. You about to buy some bottles. I looked at him and said, I'm not buying no bottles for you. I'm from Young Street, L.A. I'm not buying. You gotta buy your own bottle.
Right.
I ain't no rookie hazing. I ain't had to do nothing. I ain't had no rookie dinners. I ain't had to do none of that.
All right, so salute to I Am an Athlete for this clip, but this have to be discussed, man. This I looked at this clip. I've been seeing it. I seen other people talk about it. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't think I. But talked about it, of course, because Deshaun Jackson, all those guys, Macklin, LaShawn McCoy, Donovan, T.O., a lot of those guys played the big part of me being a Philadelphia Eagles fan at my, I'm 25. So early 2000s, those was the guys. The beginning of the 2010s, Deshaun Jackson, LaShawn McCoy, Donovan, those was the guys. And I wish I seen the whole video. The reason why this came up is because they asked him about Donovan McNabb basically being benched for Kevin Cobb. And Deshaun Jackson said, yeah, but then he got into this. And I'm like, how can you say yeah? And Donovan is way better than Kevin Cobb could ever be. But get into this and you see why. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel about this? I'm on Deshaun Jackson's side. At some point, gotta look at T.O. like, man, you possibly right. 2-star guys. 2. Donovan McNabb had. Basically, T.O. and Deshaun Jackson at the end of his career. Treated them both wrong, man. Deshaun Jackson is not a T.O. guy where he's just going to spill all this to the media. That's why this is coming out years later. No telling what Donovan McNabb did to the other players that we just don't know about. Look, Donovan kind of remind me of Carson Wentz. Talented guys, but the intangibles suck. But now we got a Jalen Hurts who intangibles are really good. I won't say he suck on the field. His numbers say he doesn't. But if he can get above average, talking about the team here, man. Why you think people, I'm going on a tangent, but why do you think people love Tom Brady so much? It's not that just because he's talented. Of course, he's the GOAT. But people love Tom Brady, his intangibles. Aaron Rodgers is great, but his best receiver wanted out. And like, you know what? I'd rather just go play with my friend in Las Vegas. I'd rather go help my friend out. But you playing with one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Aaron Rodgers, 1 ring. Donovan McNabb, no rings. But then you get a guy like Nick Foles, intangibles, above average quarterback, he gets a ring. Donovan was supposed to bring at least 2 home. At least 2. But the past is the past. And Deshaun Jackson, happy for you, man. I'm happy for you spilling this video. You gave me some content for tomorrow. Y'all will see this tomorrow. I'm shooting this tonight. But this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Ghost.